If this election's particularly close, we could end up with a hung parliament. In that case, the balance of power is likely to be held by three existing independent MPs, Rob Oakeshott, Bob Katter and Tony Windsor. It's also possible independents or minor parties could win other seats. For example, the Finance Minister, Lindsay Tanner's retiring in Melbourne, a seat the Greens are targeting. So how exactly will the independent MPs already in the Parliament act if none of the major parties wins an outright majority? And what are voters in their seats most concerned about this election? Joining me tonight from Tamworth is Tony Windsor. He's held the federal seat of New England in New South Wales since 2001, taking in a chunk of the northeast of the state, including Armidale, Glen Innes and Tenterfield. And Bob Katter's with us from Townsville. He's a former National Party minister who turned independent in 2001. He's been the member for Kennedy since 1993, taking in a huge chunk of North Queensland, including Mount Isa, Charters Towers and Innisfail. Welcome to both of you.
Thanks, Lee.
Good evening, Lee.
Good evening. I'd like to start by asking you both to nominate the three greatest concerns in your seat around this election. Tony Windsor, let's start with you.
Well, health is always the number one issue, and is again this election. I don't think anybody has to do any polling to look at that. Broadband runs a very close second in